We started playing the video, sorry about that. We can go back if you'd like. This is Dr. Raymond Brill and Perry Brill. They're from Kansas City, Mission, Kansas. They have two practices. Dr. Brill has been practicing for many, many years, is known to embrace new technology always first, is not afraid of trying that. And Perry is bringing a younger point of view to the way he manages the practice. The two of them have also started a new podcast series called The Eyepreneur. Check it out. They have great conversations, and they're trying to encourage, I believe, other independent doctors to take a modern stance in how they deal with patients.
I'm going to stand up here. So the next few slides are really going to show how our philosophy of care is, and we have some sayings or mottos or themes, and all of them revolve around innovation. So our main philosophy is right here. We provide excellent professional care, reasonable fees, and a warm and friendly environment. And we've kept that theme for all the years. So Perry, I think we call that our brand, wouldn't we? The Brill Eye brand?
It's the Brill Eye brand. So I know in the industry, we always think that the frame lines we have that's what attracts patients and clientele to our practices. But we feel like we've established our brand within the Kansas City region, and just like BMall, they come because we're a destination.
Well, you know, I go to a lot of meetings, and I write apology notes to our state board of how many hours I get. And what I've done from when I graduated in 1978, said, okay, I'm going to listen to all these people, and I'm going to actually do what they say. And it's amazing that everybody listens. I record things, I play them back, I take notes, and I try to execute. So we try to do many things well. I mean, anybody can have just a VT practice, or ortho-K practice, or a single specialty practice, which takes a lot of work, right?
We drive our staff insane because they know when we get back from this conference, we're going to have a whole list of things that we're actually going to execute on them and do them really well. So whether we bring back a new 3D frame scanner or some new scleral lens set, we're going to implement right away. And so we're executors, and I know a lot of practice owners or managers, they just might not, they'll talk about it, but we'll say it's not for me, but it is for you if you want to really go for it.
So we've always had a best practices mindset, and that goes all the way back to, I started using computers in the office in 1983. I made my pitch to the banks with a 50-page proposal done on an Apple computer, printed on a dot matrix printer, and they all wanted to give me a loan. So I thought, well, this is probably the way to do it. So we've used computerized records. We started that in 1999. So we're always looking for a better way to do it. And talk about our employees, how we hire them.
So when we hire staff, we sit down with them, we probably go through 2 or 3 interviews, and we make them know up front that if change is not for you, then you probably should not be here, because we change every single day, and I think that's very important for us.
So we try to really be patient-centric, but anytime we buy equipment, we got to make sure that it's not for toy value. It's actually going to add value to the practice in terms of being able to provide patient care in a better way. There's a lot of things you can buy, but I always look at that, well, I'd love to have that, but will we do something better? Can we do anything that provide a service that is not provided right now or that patients are looking for?
We do have one toy that we do like, so it's all about experiences within the practice. We're not so much trunk show fans, but we've really developed a good kids practice along with adults, and we have a toy Tesla that good kids can drive around the practice down the long hallway, and you'd be surprised how much joy it brings to the patients and the children and everybody.
You gotta watch out because the slowest speed is 4 miles an hour, and the top speed is 7 miles an hour. And in your hallway, that's pretty darn fast. So.
And they can honk the horn and everything. So it's really the little things and the unexpected things that patients want to see within the practice. So we were talking about early adoption.
Yes.
How many technologies have you been burned on?
Do you want me to name some of them? Well, early adopters get punished a lot of times. So I tend to be an early adopter, but then sometimes they have a product but not a company. It sounds like Shark Tank here, right?
Right.
So we've had, we tried Q-Specs, which was a great way to mold lenses. We were able to deliver AR coated progressives in like 40 minutes. And it was fun when a friend of mine that owned a pretzel store in the mall called me up and said, Ray, I've lost my glasses in the lake. What can you do for me? And he just challenged me because he wanted to go to LensCrafters in the mall. So I said, come in early, we'll get your exam done, we'll have you out within an hour with brand new glasses.
Yeah. We took a Southwest flight this morning, and on the napkin, I think it said a slogan like, we say yes, and we always say yes within our practice, even if it means staying late or coming early to service somebody.
So I think part of the key is that even though I've been in practice for 41 years, 36 my own private practice, I had 4 years in the Army and a year in a pediatric eye practice, but we try to think like a startup all the time. I think like I'm just starting today, and which is more challenging. And when we hire employees, we have to let them know that if you don't like change, you're in the wrong place, because we change all the time. And I think you have to try change. And sometimes things don't work out, but just fail faster.
Yeah, the startup mindset is really important. Today's all about speed. So if you look at the internet, it's a highway, and we're all vying for attention. If your website doesn't load in 2 seconds, well, I'm on Instagram already. So it's a highway, and we have to get that startup culture in our practice and spread that out throughout our staff.
Yeah, we're looking for the TNBT, the next big thing. And that was when I did my executive MBA. We learned a lot about innovation and entrepreneurship, and this was one of the things I liked most about spending 2 long years of doing an MBA at the Block School of Management in Kansas City. So I think the 2 things, what are you most interested in optical right now?
And optical, I'm all about tech, so 3D facial scanning to create basically a digital mold of the head, and milling eyewear from that. Not printing, but milling, because you can choose from materials like cork, buffalo horn, acetate, carbon fiber. And it's truly a wow experience, and we imagine that we want to capture some of that online traffic for eyewear in the next 2 to 3 years, and so we're prepping our skill sets to do that right now through facial scanning.
Bespoke eyewear. So who would need that? Well, we have an Asian gal whose head is wider than it is long, and she's just a little kid, and she cannot find eyewear. So even though we have, I think, Asian fit eyewear, so it's so fun to see someone be pleased by, this is the first time I get glasses that actually fit. And they're not that expensive.
Yeah, and I think for
I'm
you,
a dry eye guy.
for you it's dry eye.
Hey, I'm a dry eye guy, and most of my colleagues are so sick of dry eye. Aren't you sick of dry eye lectures? So they're so sick of dry eye lectures, but we have probably $200,000 worth of dry eye equipment. So right now we've kind of distilled it down to things that heat up, like thermal vector pulsation, or we use LipiFlow. I have all the other technologies too, and things that get rid of inflammation, like rosacea, intense pulse light. So we do this in a big way. People come from, you saw Ingrid coming from Panama. I have another patient farthest coming from Wales. But we do it in a big way. People come from all over. Often we're the 5th, 6th, 7th doctor. So it's not just about buying equipment. You have to have your staff all trained for this. It's got to be part of the way you do things.
So part of attracting people from 2,500 miles away, I've been in lectures on how to get a patient from 50 miles away. And so we're seeing patients from much farther, and the #1 way we do it is through website, and it's through actually engaging in the experience of building it. So a lot of us here have built businesses and practices, frame companies, but building a website is just as important, and it's not something that you can just buy a template. So we spent almost a year and a half building what we think is one of the leading sites in the industry. It has 27 pages, and instead of going to Dr. Google, they can come to Dr. Brill's website and read all about it. We even write all our own blogs, try to do it monthly, where patients can actually really learn and dive deep into current content that's not from some hospital with 10-year-old information.
Well, let's finish up here. I see the hook coming with our entrepreneur experience. So we labeled this podcast, and it's actually a website, podcast, videos. I'm just spilling all the secrets. Okay, I'm getting old enough now that we're all siloed in our practices, and I found I got so many calls. How do you do this? What do you do? So tell us a little bit about entrepreneur.
Yeah, so there's a lot of doom and gloom, and we're happy people up here, and so we wanted to share in the insights of that, and we interview people we call wizards, who are actually doing it. They're in the trenches. They're not just talking about it. And no one is sponsored to be on our podcast. Everyone we think has merit to be on there. We release 2 episodes every week. that goes over clinical, medical frames and technology. And if you want to check it out, get on your favorite
We
podcast
get quite a
app.
bit of interaction too.
Yeah, we have a Facebook group where we talk about the episodes and about 3 to 4 videos every week. So, Entrepreneur.
Thanks, Mark. Our patient journey uses instrumentation that is generally 5 years ahead of our competitors. The visit is efficient and impressive, but not rushed from the patient's perspective. My scribe keyboards while I talk with the patient. We also stock thousands of lenses, nutritionals, and other items patients need for a one-stop shop visit.
Oh, guys. Is it tears? Okay. It's okay.
Hi, my name is Ingrid Rubiano. I live in Panama. I suffer from meibomian gland dysfunction. I was misdiagnosticated.
We make the exam an educational experience. Our newest acquisition to our dry eye spa is Intense Pulsed Light, where we photo-rejuvenate facial skin while simultaneously addressing long-standing severe dry eye problems.
I'm excited because I can see for miles. Like I would look at that X sign over there. You might not be able, you see it right there, and I would just see like a red blur.
You think the girls are gonna like the way you look at your new glasses?
My mom's not gonna let me get one until I'm 80 years old, I bet.
In March of 2019, we launched the Entrepreneur brand, a combination of inspirational podcasts, motivational videos, and a highly interactive Facebook group.
You need to learn how to take time away from your practice to actually work on the business.
Our personal family works together with our practice family. In summary, we approach eyecare like Elon Musk approaches Teslas, at the speed of sight.